If you're new here, I appreciate you taking the time to watch this. I'll keep it simple. My whole goal with content is to help normal guys cut through all the fitness bullshit and actually get in shape properly. Not influencer one-off plans, not overcomplicated advice, just what actually works with a real life. Because most of what you see online is built for people on gear, not people with jobs, stress, weekends, and a life outside the gym. And that's the problem. Most people don't want to step on stage. They just want to look good in clothes, feel confident, and not hate what they see in the mirror. That's who this is for. So I thought if I had to give someone a proper roadmap to change the body over the next 6 months, what would it actually look like? Not a silly 6-week shred challenge, not obsessing over tiny details that don't matter. Just a clear, no BS plan you can actually follow and stick to. And before you get it twisted, 6 months isn't going to turn you into a bodybuilder, but it is more than enough time to build strength, put on muscle, lose body fat, and actually look like you go to the gym. More importantly, it's enough time to build habits that don't fall apart the second your life gets busy. Because that's the real goal. Not a quick fix, but to build something that lasts. So first thing is your training. And I'm not going to give you 10 different options and confuse you. You've got 2. Either train 4 days a week with an upper-lower split, or train 3 days a week with a push-pull leg setup. That's it. Upper-lower could look like Monday is upper, Tuesday is lower, Thursday is upper, and Friday is lower. Push-pull legs could be Monday push, Wednesday is legs, Friday is pull. Simple. You can even run it every other day if that suits your life better. And before you think you need to be in the gym 6 or 7 days a week, you don't. Most people aren't recovering properly as it is. They're sleeping like shit, they're stressed, they're under eating, and then wondering why nothing's changing. Remember, the more training doesn't equal more progress if your recovery is non-existent. From my experience, when you pull things back to 3 to 4 proper sessions throughout the week and actually train hard with intent, everything will improve. Less injuries, more energy, better progression. When I used to train nearly every day, I felt wrecked constantly and got nowhere fast. When it comes to exercises, keep it basic. You don't need fancy stuff. For upper body, you want solid pressing for chest, pulling for back, some shoulder work, and a bit for arms. For lower, squats, hinges like RDLs, lunges, leg curls, and calves. Nothing groundbreaking, but it's just movements that work. Each session, pick a handful of exercises and actually focus on them. 2 to 3 sets per exercise is enough if you're pushing them properly. And that's the key. Lower volume means higher effort. You can't half-arse it. Your progression is simple as well. Start with a weight you can do for around 8 reps. Each week, try to add a rep on. Once you hit 12, increase the weight slightly and go again. Not guessing, not overthinking, just beat what you did before. This is called progressive overload. If you can't add more weight, then you can add more reps. If you can't add either one of those, then we can just improve the execution of the exercise. They're your 3 main drivers when it comes to looking at progressive overload. With your rest times, keep it simple. Big lifts, give yourself 2 to 3 minutes. Smaller stuff, about 60 to 90 seconds. When I say smaller stuff, I mean more like side delts and your biceps and your triceps. Warm-up doesn't need to be anything fancy either. Get your body moving, build up gradually into your first exercise, and then crack on. On your days off, you don't need to be smashing cardio. Just move. Go for walks, get steps in, clear your head. Stay active without burning yourself out. And the last piece is your mindset. This is simple, but it's definitely not easy. If it was, everyone would be in shape. You need a reason to actually stick to it when motivation drops, because it will. Expect that. So get clear on why you're doing this. Do you want to get in shape for your wedding? Are you training for a marathon? Are you training for a high rocks? Do you want to do a photo shoot? You need to get crystal clear on the reasons why you are doing this. Because trust me, it's not easy. It's simple, but it's not easy. And when that reason behind why you're doing this is deep enough, when it comes down to a decision where, right, I'm going to make a decision that's going to move me further away from my goals or closer to my goals, the likelihood of you choosing the one that's going to move you closer is going to be much, much higher. And finally, keep everything simple. Most people don't fail because they're not doing enough. They fail because they're not trying to do too much. Finally, keep everything simple. Most people don't fail because they're not doing enough. They fail because they're trying to do too much. Jumping between plans and never sticking to anything long enough to actually see results. Pick one approach, stick to it, train hard, give it time, and that's how your body will actually change. That's your lot. Thanks for coming. Peace.